Hey guys, it's Steph Barker again, and today we're going to be talking about Swiss Army triplets. These are by far one of my favorite rudiments. I love them. I don't know why. Maybe because it says Swiss in it, and then I think of food, and think of cheese, and then you think of chocolate, or I don't know. I just love them, and they sound so cool. So this rudiment also has some diddles in it. So going back to the double stroke roll lesson that we had a while ago, this is going to fall into that. So hopefully you've been practicing with that. And let's get started. So a Swiss Army triplet is played in the form of a triplet. And a triplet, for those of you that don't know, is a group of 3 notes. So basically, if the pulse is 1, 2, 3, 4, a triplet is 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, triplet, 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 triplet. So it's a grouping of 3 notes. For normal triplets, the sticking just alternates how I just played. Right, left, 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 right, left. But for a Swiss Army triplet, the sticking is going to go like this. Right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. So the first 2 notes of every triplet are right hands, and the last one is a left. So first just start out with that. Right, right, left, right, right, left. And get that up to a good speed that you feel comfortable with, because those 2 rights are going to start to sound, you want them to be diddles because they're in a row. But the last thing that comes into play with the Swiss Army triplet is a flam at the very beginning. So you have right, right, left, but you have a flam before those 2 rights. So the lower stick is going to be your left hand, so that you can play those 2 rights with your right hand. So the low note on the flam is going to be left. That's what you want it to sound like in the beginning. So you're playing a flam but a diddle. And then to continue the triplet, you add a left note after those 2 rights. So it's flam, right, right, left. I'm going to play that from slow to fast so you guys can hear how that sounds. And I just absolutely love those. It makes me smile every time I play them just because I think they sound so, so cool. And this is one of those rudiments where once you get anything involving flams, it really takes that, you'll notice when you're playing it and you get faster, you'll get into a groove. And you can see that I start out really stiff, making sure I'm getting the flam, my stick heights are proper. You want your left hand really low and your right hand to be higher so that you're getting that flam sound. But when you get quicker, the heights start to get, smaller because you're going faster, and you start to get into this groove and this rhythm when you're playing it. I kind of sway my arms almost. It's just the motion that I get into when I'm doing flams really quickly. So one more time from slow to fast. Those are the Swiss Army triplets from slow to fast. And the next thing that we're going to do is talk about sweeps on the drum set and how you can incorporate these Swiss Army triplets in a sweeping pattern over the kit. So let's take it to the drums. Okay, so we're back at the kit, and we're going to talk about a sweeping pattern. You might have heard sweeps used, with diddles. So basically what it means is you're breaking up, so diddles right, right, left, left. Instead of hitting both of those notes on the same drum, you break it up. So maybe I'll do snare, floor tom, and then keep the left hand on the snare, and that would sound like this. And you can see that this motion is what's called the sweeping motion. So what we're going to do with the Swiss Army triplets is play the rudiment, but when you have those diddles, play it as a sweep on the drum set. So I'm going to play a regular Swiss Army triplet, slow first, and I'm going to do the sweep on the diddles between the high tom and the snare. So again, the sticking for the triplet part is right, right, left. So those two rights, the first one's going to be on the high tom, the second one's going to be on the snare. My left is going to be on the snare as well. And for the flam, that means my left hand for the low note of the flam still stays on the snare drum, and then I just start on the high tom. So again, I know when I explain this, when I'm talking about it, it gets a little bit confusing. So I'm just going to show you really slowly, and hopefully it will make more sense. So you can see those diddles in the Swiss Army triplet, when they start to get quicker, it's pretty cool because you're sweeping between those two drums, and basically every note on my left hand is staying on the snare drum. The only thing that I'm moving is my right hand. So again, you can do another variation, the same thing. I'm going to keep my left hand on the snare drum, and this time my right hand is going to go from the snare drum to the floor tom. And this is just a fun little lick. I mean, a lot of the things that I'm showing you is for, fills and solo things and stuff to, have fun with when you're playing. So I'm going to just kind of show you an example of sweeping multiple sweeps. So you don't always have to do the same sweeping pattern when you're doing it, like, oh my god, I only have to stay up here, or I have to do this. Move it around. Move it around like with any other thing that you learn, you can move it around. That's the great thing about drums. So I'm going to play that again slowly, and then I'll start to move it around the kit. You can also move your left hand. It doesn't have to be anchored on the snare drum. I think it's cool when you move to the hi-hat. It gives another texture. So, if you're playing a beat, you want to move over. Tricks with the Swiss Army triplet, but I'm not going to show you yet. It has to do more in a jazz setting, and I want to save another lesson just to talk about the whole, beast of jazz. So for right now, just check out the sweeps. You can do sweeps just with diddles. You don't even have to do the Swiss Army triplet. I just love the Swiss Army triplet, but try it out. Break it up between different drums, the hi-hat, and throw it in there in between a groove. It's a cool, throwing it in there like that, it's very cool. It's like a finesse thing when you're playing. Full out sweeps and crazy stuff, throw it in a solo, awesome. So, good luck with that. I hope you guys are working on everything, and I will see you again. Thanks.